What's up guys, Luis here and welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we're going to be talking about why debit cards are actually not the smartest idea to use. So contrary to popular belief, credit cards are actually going to be a lot more beneficial than debit cards. And we're going to go over 5 reasons why exactly that is. So kind of a general overview is when you use your debit card, it's not exactly costing you money. It's not taking money out of your pocket. But if you compare it to using a credit card, you really are losing 1 to 2% on every single purchase. So if you can imagine saving 1 to 2% on everything you buy, then you should be using a credit card already. If that doesn't make sense now, it will make sense by the end of the video. So stick around. So the number one reason you want to use a credit card instead of a debit card is for the biggest reason that most people know about, and that's going to be cash back. So most credit cards are going to have anywhere from 1 to 5% cash back. And that again is going to be money directly back into your pocket. You literally do nothing at all. You just go about your day, you swipe your card as if you were swiping your debit card, except you're going to get 1 to 5% back on those purchases. And you can either get a check or you can actually get a statement credit towards your balance. So either way, again, it's money back into your pocket without doing anything at all. So some people wonder exactly how credit cards can actually give you this 1 to 5% discount. And the way they do that is credit card companies actually charge the merchant to use them. So for example, if you went to Walmart or Costco, anywhere, you spent $100, the store is only going to be getting 97 of those dollars, and 3 of those dollars go straight to the credit card company as a fee. So what the credit card company is doing is incentivizing you to use the credit card, and then they're just going to share that 3% fee with you. So if your credit card is say 1.5% back, you're essentially splitting the fee with the credit card company because now you both win. Now the credit card company wins and you win. What people don't realize is that stores actually want you to use their debit card because there are 0 fees to them. So if you buy something that's $100, they get $100. But if you use a credit card, they only get 97 of those $100. So you're actually benefiting the store if you are using a debit card instead of a credit card. So another reason that I really like using credit cards as opposed to debit cards is that you actually get free flights. So I currently have close to 300,000 points accumulated across all my credit cards, which means I can pretty much fly anywhere I want for free. Just this last weekend, I needed to go somewhere and I wasn't worried about what the flight was going to cost because again, it's free because I have so many points accumulated over the use of my credit cards. And the way that I accumulate all these points is I just run all of my expenses through my cards. So I literally don't use my debit card at all. So all of my monthly expenses go straight to my credit card. But that doesn't mean that I'm just like not paying my credit card. I pay my credit card off in full every single month, but I just make sure that I run my expenses through my credit card to accumulate those points. So my favorite card as far as using them for flights is going to be my Chase Sapphire Reserve. The reason for that is when I redeem my Chase Sapphire points, it's actually 1.5 points. So I'm pretty much getting a whole 50% extra when I do redeem my Chase Sapphire points through the Chase Travel Portal. It's just a great way to get your points to go a little bit further. So reason number 3 why you should use credit cards instead of debit cards is kind of tying back to reason number 2, but this is more travel perks. So aside from the free flights, you get a ton of benefits and a ton of travel perks. So for example, with my Chase Sapphire Reserve and my American Express Platinum, I actually get access to a ton of airport lounges. There's 1,300, I believe, across the world. And I get free food and free drinks all while I wait for my flight. Instead of having to wait by the gate next to the mom with the 5 screaming kids, you can relax at the lounge, free drinks, free food. You can take a shower. You are going to feel a little bit bougie, but again, it's free and it comes with your credit card. And a lot of people don't even realize that you can get this for free pretty much. So if you hypothetically didn't have these credit cards, you could go get this membership, right? But it's going to cost you $429 a month when you can get it for free just by having these 2 cards. And that's just one of the travel perks. It's just the biggest one, but there are a ton of travel perks and I'm not going to get into all of them because it would be an hour-long video and nobody wants to watch an hour-long video. So we're going to make a video on that down the road. So reason number 4 is actually it's going to help you build your credit. So a lot of people think that having a lot of credit cards is actually going to negatively impact your credit score. And the reason this is a common myth is because most people, when they get a new credit card, they want to go spend the limit and carry that balance on it. That's not what you want to do. You never want to have over a 10% utilization on any such credit card. So if, for example, if you have a $10,000 credit card, you want to make sure that your revolving balance is less than $1,000 because that's 10% of your credit card. Right? So if you have multiple credit cards that add up to say $20,000, you still don't want to have a larger revolving balance than $2,000. But I mean, I just pay off my credit cards at the end of every month, and I think that's the best way to do it. Only spend money on credit cards that you were already planning on spending originally, and then it's not costing you anything. And with a better credit score comes a lot of benefits. For example, you're going to be able to get a better interest rate on your house. You're going to be able to get a better interest rate on your car, better interest rates in general. You're going to be able to qualify for that next credit card that offers more perks. So I'm sure you know that there's a ton of benefits that come with having a great credit score, and credit cards are a good way to get your credit score where you want it to be. And the last reason why I think people should use credit cards instead of debit cards is for sign-on bonuses. Sign-on bonuses are huge. So the way bonuses work are usually you have to spend X amount of money within a certain time frame for X amount of points. So for example, with my Chase Sapphire Reserve, it was $5,000 within the first 3 months. And I knew that I was already going to spend that money. So all I did was run all of my expenses through this card and I got 80,000 points. And the same thing with my American Express Platinum. This was, I think, 50,000 points as long as I spend 4,000 within the first 3 months. With 3, not 4. So it was essentially free points, because I was already going to spend that money and I just made sure that I ran my expenses through those cards. So now I have, in just those 2 cards, over 100,000 points that I haven't even used. And that's not even including my Chase Sapphire Preferred, which I got another 80,000 points. So this is a strategy called card churning, and there's a whole Reddit forum dedicated to this. There's a ton of information out there if you guys really want to get into it. It's essentially just free money out there, and you apply for a new credit card every 6 months or so, and you just accumulate all those points. And points are transferable, so you just got to make sure that you're doing your research on exactly how you can transfer your points. But again, it's a huge benefit. I don't pay for flights anymore. I don't even look at the price of the flight. I look at the amount of points that the flight's worth, because I just know how to get those points now for free. So these are just 5 of the reasons why I think you should be using credit card instead of debit cards. But I do need to put a disclaimer in here that this is only for those who are financially responsible. If you have no self-control and you can't not go max out your credit card, then you should probably wait until you have enough self-control to not go max out your credit card, because that can really negatively affect your credit score. You'll have a ton of debt, high interest debt. I think most credit cards are anywhere from 19 to 25%. Nobody wants to pay that much interest. So if you can't spend it, if you can't pay it back at the end of the month, I recommend just don't use your credit card at all. I make sure that I pay my credit card off at the end of every single month, so I never actually pay any of the interest that those credit cards are charging, and I get all the benefits. So with that being said, guys, you guys already know, quit the slag and make it happen. If you guys got any sort of value out of this video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And with that, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you.